Hey guys, Rodeown here. Here we are on the flight deck of the helicarrier I'm building. If you're excusing the squeaking in the background, it's my dog playing with his toys. I just wanted to show you my express lift that I have here. It goes to 4 floors, 1 below this floor and 2 above. And I call it an express lift because it moves faster than a normal lift does on a rail. It is actually on a rail, but it goes at 2 or 3 times the speed depending which floor you're going to. I'll just take it down to the lower floor to show you. I'll just align myself to the gravity first, align to the gravity of the lift, and press R, and you can see we go down at a normal speed. The door shuts behind us, we go down at a normal speed, and then the lift door opens when we get to the bottom, so we can then get out into the hold of the ship. If I wanted to go to the top floor, I would press the upper walkway button, and we go up at super fast speed. As you can see, none of the doors open on the way up, so we can't fall out. And when we get to the top, it slows down slightly and lets us out. So this is a really great way of getting around on the ship. I'll just drop to the floor below just so you can see that the call buttons actually work here. And there's the lift arriving, and when it arrives it opens the door and we can get in. And we can go back down to the flight control room. Now when we go from one floor to the next, it goes at normal speed. If I go 2 floors, it'll go at twice the speed. If I go 3 floors, it'll go at 3 times the normal speed. So it gets you to and from one floor to the next at the speed of a normal lift going from one floor to one. So I could go from floor 1 to floor 4 in the same time it would take me to go from floor 1 to floor 2. I tried to get the doors to open and shut using area triggers, but I couldn't get it to work, only if somebody was in the lift. So that didn't help because there were times where there would be a door not opening because there was nobody in the lift. I'll just unalign myself from the gravity of the lift. Right, there we go. This stack here is representative of the doors at the top. It's just for the video's purposes, just to show you how things work. This is my logic to open and close the doors. And here you can see the rails. This rail here is the rail that's fixed to the helicarrier. And then I've got a rail docked to it, another rail docked to that rail, and then on that I have the lift core docked to it. These buttons here are just for maintenance, so I can operate the lift up and down. All the buttons here are done wirelessly, so it's a button straight onto a wireless transmitter. So it transmits the signal straight across to the rail controllers, which I will now show you if I just call that up. Right, here we have the rail controllers on the bottom of each rail. There's a stack of 6 blocks, and that consists of a wireless receiver, an actuator, and the actual rail to tell it to be up or down. And there's 2 stacks of those. There's the up one and there's the down one. So each rail has 2 wireless connections to it for up or down. So a rail can be in the up position or the down position at any time, depending where it's been called to. Because of that, when the lift moves up to the top floor, all the rails move at once, so it moves up very quickly to the top floor. Now, if you're at the 2nd floor and you move up, obviously it only moves up twice as quick because it's only going up 2 floors. If you're coming from the top floor to the bottom floor, it moves 3 times as quick, which I will do now to show you. And you'll see the speed that it's coming down. We've got all 3 rails are actually moving. Well, 2 rails moving and the lift itself sliding down the 3rd rail. As you will see, I have some actuators on the bottom of each rail that are actioned when the docking units are in line with them. This tells me where the docking units are on the rail. I have a set at the bottom of each rail and a set at the top of each rail. So at any time they'll transmit the position of the docking units on the rail. Over here is where the signals are sent to, there, and there, to those wireless receivers. Obviously on the rail that's on the helicarrier, I've just got an actuator connected via a wire because it doesn't need to be wireless on that last one. So these 6 units that you can see here are indicative of where the lift rails are at any time. Not the lift rails, the docking units on the lift rails are at any time. So using those and putting them through a series of AND gates and NOT gates, I can use those the output off those to open and close the door on each floor only when the lift is at that floor and not at any other floor. So in the situation we have here, the lift is at the bottom, so we've got this one lit up, this one lit up, and this one lit up. As you can see, the 3 bottom units are lit up. So this one and this one go to this AND gate to light it up, and this one goes to this AND gate, but the output from that AND gate also goes to this AND gate. So we then get both AND gates lit up, and that AND gate then goes to the NOT gate, which turns the on signal to an off signal, so it turns the door open into the open position. I'll fire the lift up and you can see it in action. There you go. Gets to position and the second floor lift door opens. You can see that the actuators have changed here because the signal's been sent from the units on the rails have changed, because this one's now off and it's on at the top of it. Let's send it to the top floor and you'll see it change as it goes up. Once everything's in position, it opens the top door. Now, the good thing about using the AND gates is that it needs the input on 2 inputs before it'll give an output. So you don't get any doors opening halfway on the travel. So if it's travelling from the top floor to the bottom floor, doors won't open and shut as you pass the floor, which it would have done with a trigger unit. You see here, we don't get any opening whatsoever until it gets to the bottom floor, and it will then open the bottom door. There you go. Again, I can send it back up to the top, and it does exactly the same thing. Doesn't open the door on the way, and it opens the top door. And that's 4 floors it's going up, so it's really quick in that respect. Like I say, it takes about the same time to do 1 floor as it does to do 4 floors, because it's actually a rail on a rail on a rail. So it's ultra fast express elevator. So I hope you understood all that. I didn't at first. It took me a lot of working out to work out how to get it to all work. The units I've got for transmitting are all underneath the lift. As you can see, all the wireless units from the buttons are under the lift, and there's one wireless unit goes to up and down on each of the rails. It's very easy to do and it's very expandable. You can expand it to as many floors as you want.